Hi everybody, it's Dave from Roost again. Welcome to our second episode of our new Facebook series, The Perch. Just a reminder, what this is a kind of just short videos that you'll see on our Facebook page occasionally about the real estate industry, about buying and selling real estate, just about maybe living in your home better, just to give you some answers to things that maybe you've wondered about but you didn't know the place to ask. So today our guest is our very good friend, Ellen Bernards, who is an assistant VP of mortgage lending at Monona Bank. Correct,
Yes.
Ellen?
Yes.
Ellen has been working in
Housing
counseling and
counseling.
lending for, well, we don't want to say how many years.
No,
a
too
lot
many
of
years.
experience.
Lot of years.
That's right.
Many years.
And so what we're going to talk to Ellen today about is down payment assistance programs and kind of just a little bit about what it's, if you're not sure whether you can even afford a property, to buy a house, get into the market, what things are out there for you as a buyer to maybe get into that house that you weren't sure whether you could get into or not. So, like we said, Ellen, you work for Monona Bank. You're doing mortgage lending now, but as you mentioned, you were a housing counselor for GreenPath for
I
a long time,
was.
correct?
And I did the first-time homebuyer classes for 6 years.
There you go.
So I have a lot of experience in this area.
Right, and then you were also with what's called the Home Buyers Roundtable, which is a great resource
Yes.
in the Madison area.
On the board and in
right.
leadership positions for many years.
And they work with people who, need down payment assistance, maybe your first-time home buyers, things
Yes.
like that, try and get them in houses.
We put on classes, and we also educate lenders and realtors, and so yeah.
Great. So we're just going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Answer them, however long you want to. And let's get started. So our first question is, what are the income requirements in order to qualify for some down payment assistance programs? Do you have to be low income to take advantage of down payment assistance programs, or can anybody do it?
Well, it depends on what you mean by low income.
Sure.
There are three main criteria. Location is important because
Okay.
there are state and county and even city programs that are different, each of them. And then family size and income.
Okay.
So for instance, in Dane County, for a family of 4, it's over 71,000 is the income limit. You can't go higher than
Okay.
that for most of the down payment assistance.
Sure.
For a single person, it's over 50,000.
Okay.
So while that is considered, that's lower than median income, it's still,
Kind
a
of
lot of people make that much.
mid-range kind
Yeah.
of professional income for a single person.
Exactly.
Especially early on in their career. Right?
Exactly. So, and then location-wise, it can be really different because Dane County's income limits and income is much higher than, say, some of the smaller counties around, some of the counties around.
So Dane County, it will all be, the income requirements are generally the same. It doesn't change. So
It changes
if in
annually.
Madison or Wanakee.
That's correct. It
Okay.
changes annually. It's county-wide.
Great. And what down payment assistance programs does Monona Bank offer to people?
We offer pretty much all the assistance programs that are available. The City of Madison has programs, Moving Out, the Housing Foundation, WHEDA. And we should talk about WHEDA for a moment.
Okay.
WHEDA is the Wisconsin Housing and Economic Development Authority, and their income limits are higher. So often we'll have somebody who has no down payment, and we can actually, with their program, and then they have a down payment assistance program, we can do 100% financing
I've
through
seen
WHEDA.
2 of those already this year, this season. Pre-approval letters from buyers that have no down payment at all on it.
Right. And depending upon how you structure the deal, if they're getting any kind of seller credit, they can really come to the table with very little.
Can someone come in with multiple down payment assistance? Can you stack them up?
Yes, and that's often done. And it depends on the program.
Sure.
So for instance, I'm working on one right now where I'm expecting to have about 26,000 in down payment assistance from 2 different programs.
Great. So that really, I think, probably opens the doors for people a lot when they
It really
think,
does.
oh, well, maybe we make enough money, but we don't have a lot of liquid money in our savings account. Well, we can't buy a house yet. In fact, that's probably not true.
Exactly.
And then our last question, which leads kind of into this, is, do I still need 20% down to buy a house?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The 20% number comes from mortgage insurance. You have to have 20% down to avoid mortgage insurance. And people get afraid of mortgage insurance. it falls off at some point so that they don't pay it forever. There are also options like WIDA that has a program without any mortgage insurance. And again, using different programs, there are a number of different programs who require very little down payment plus the down payment assistance that can cover closing costs as well.
That's fantastic. Anything else you want to add? Is there any place they can go to? Does Monona Bank have a website, Ellen, that people can go for more information?
Monona Bank has a website called www.mononabank.com. And they can also contact me anytime and I'll talk with them about it. Home Buyers Roundtable also has a website with lots of good information.
Which is, I'm trying to remember what.
Homebuyerroundtable.org.
All together, right?
All together. Yep.
Great. Well, I highly recommend that you call Ellen at Monona Bank, and she can help you out a great deal. And Ellen, thanks a lot for coming today.
You are so welcome. My pleasure.
We'll talk to you next time. Bye.